Hey everybody, I know a lot of people are still in a situation of either distance learning or e-learning, or you're in a hybrid situation where you are, sometimes your child is at school and sometimes your child is at home learning. And we have been in that situation since March due to the pandemic. And if you have a child that struggles with focus and attention, it is a battle sometimes.
8! Good job! 6 minus 2. 4! Good job!
This video is about what we have done at home to help with our e-learning, and it's really started to work, and it has given me the opportunity to be able to work at home and focus on my students in my class while he is working, and he has become very independent. Our video down below, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of videos that will help children with special needs that have sensory processing disorder, autism, ADHD, ODD, anxiety, in addition to younger children can also benefit from a lot of these different things. And the things that we're doing for e-learning could benefit all kids. So definitely subscribe, and we will be coming out with more videos, and check out our previous videos. So let's hop into how I get ready for our e-learning.
The way that I organize Jackson's school at home is I have this organized on a Word document, and I printed out a bunch. I took his schedule that I have on his goalie, which I'll introduce to you in a little bit, and I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and anything that he needs to finish on the weekend, which usually we don't use this because we finish it before the weekend, but just in case. And this is, I created the goalie and this based on how it's organized in his folders online. So on Sunday night, usually, I go through all the folders because his teacher posts them on Sunday. And so I'll go on Sunday night after his bedtime, and I will fill all of these out. Now, the purpose of doing this is so when I'm in the middle of doing something for my students or working on something that I can't look up what he needs to do on the computer, then I can just look at it and say, okay, you need to go read this story and do this reading response. He also can read, and if he wanted to look at it, he's able to look at it, but I use this mostly for me, but it is helpful for him as well. So I am going to go ahead and fill this out. Now, I use a different color pen for each day, so it's easier to separate. And I like colors and organization, so that's how I do that. I also have to print out a lot of stuff for him, so I will print it out ahead of time, and then I will show you how I organize all of those folders for the week. All right, now you can see that this is all completed. I have check boxes here for the things that don't have names. It's the same thing every day, so I just check instead of rewriting it every single day, and he just checks when he does it, or I check. Like I said, this is mostly for me. So I have the name of the worksheets. The instructions are on the worksheets themselves, so I do not have to actually write all the instructions down. I just write what I'm going to write on top of it, so we know which one it coincides with. So I'm going to show you now how I organize all of this before the week. We have this whole thing filled out, which I just showed you a close-up of, and I printed everything he needed for all the different subjects. I have his notebook or his textbook that I know will be needed, so I have that as well. And this is how I organize them. And I'm actually going to be showing you him using them. But this is my green basket. This means go and move on. So that's where he puts his finished work. This one means stop and check for your work. And that's red, okay? And each day I have, so this is some work that he did not finish last week that I'm gonna have him finish, but he has a to do on one side, and when he's done, he puts it in the all done. So then when he's finished for the day, he puts it in the green bin because it's go, move on. So I keep them. He has Thursday, Tuesday, Friday, and Wednesday. And he knows what day goes with what. I showed him how to do it. He knows exactly how to do it. So I'm actually going to set it up, and I'm going to show you how to do Monday. So for Monday, I look at it, it says make a picture of a monster. So I'm going to go and find his make a picture of a monster, and we're going to put that in his to-do folder. Then we have life cycle of pumpkins. Let's see here. This looks like a pumpkin life cycle. And then spell out words with his boxes. That is something that he does on paper. Create your own monster, something he does on paper. And I have those directions on his website, which he knows how to access. He's been shown. So I need to go here, page 123 and 124. And I'm going to rip that one out, and I'm going to put it in his folder. And then the last thing is social studies. It is bats can have an R. We're going to put that in there. So we have social studies, science. There's a story he has to read for science, and everything else is in there. So I would put that in the red bin for him to grab when it is on that day. So I'm going to do this really quick. We'll speed it up and show you what it looks like with him using it. He starts his goalie, and then that's when he knows when to get the things that are in here. Some of the things are online, like the little check boxes, but this is his goalie, and I'm going to do a separate video on this next week on how it works and how amazing it is and how much it has changed our life. So I'm going to do it in separate parts, the kids version, and then how you control it on the parents app version. So there's 2 more videos coming out with how we are doing e-learning at home.
Oh, here it is.
Okay, so you're gonna have to get to work on it. Did your timer start?